November is International Education Month, which is a festive time at Troy University, for we celebrate the most diverse student body in the state of Alabama. Troy takes pride in being Alabama's international university. 30 years ago, we literally embarked on a mission to internationalize this institution. And at that time, only 40 students from 13 countries outside the U.S. studied with us. But by the time the pandemic closed down our borders, we hosted students from 75 different countries. Literally, we created this global village because we want every student to be globally competitive and globally aware. We want them to be prepared to interact with people from different lands and different cultures. I've always maintained that it's truly important to understand others, because appreciation will follow that understanding. Seldom does appreciation precede understanding, but to achieve understanding means you have to overcome personal hurdles and rid yourself of old attitudes. By any measure, Troy University is also a flag-waving institution. Indeed, we are one of the most military-friendly institutions in this country. And that's why I found it interesting that so many old Vietnam vets were surprised when Troy University decided in 2002 to offer degree programs in Vietnam. And that was a country once considered our enemy. And that was only a quarter of a century earlier when we left Vietnam in 1975. So why did we do it? Why did we go to Vietnam? Well, first and foremost, it was an opportunity to carry American higher education to a nation where only 1% of the population holds a college degree. And furthermore, it represented truly an opportunity to turn an old enemy into a new ally. Today, Troy offers degree programs in partnership with 4 universities throughout Vietnam, and we're proud that in 2008, Troy University became the first American university to ever award the bachelor's degree on Vietnamese soil. After that graduation ceremony in 2008, a television reporter walked up to me and asked me to describe how I felt returning to Vietnam for the very first time since 1969. I remarked that during my first visit to Vietnam in 1968, we were carrying bullets, but today we carry books. And at my age, I prefer books. In 2005, in another country, when we held our first commencement in China, I met the father of Yu Chun Lan, who was a Troy graduate, a young lady I had met on the Troy campus, and she had returned to her native city of Suzhou, which is located near Shanghai. Mr. Yu said that he was the #3 importer of designer neckties into the U.S. Curiosity, of course, compelled me to examine the label of my necktie, one that I had actually purchased in Montgomery, Alabama. And as he looked at my tie, he said, "That's one of my neckties." I asked him this question. I said, "What man of obvious means, such as you, would send his daughter across 13 time zones to attend college in Alabama?" His response, "I want her to understand the culture, the people, and the economic structure of the United States." And then he went on to say, "I believe her understanding of America will help my company become the #1 importer of neckties into the U.S." In a communist country, that surely sounded like capitalism to me. So what do these stories have in common? Well, both took place in communist countries. And in both cases, understanding led to appreciation. Effective leaders know when to stand on a rock, and they know when to discard old animosities in order to pursue new dreams and new aspirations. Effective leaders also understand that real leadership is about uniting people, bringing them together, not dividing. I look forward to visiting with you again.